According to the U.S. Census Bureau, more than 46 million Americans are living in poverty. That's the highest number in the 52 years that the Bureau has been tracking it. And given the long recession, slow job growth, and cuts in state services, that number will probably rise.
But the question is why? Why are there such high rates of poverty in the world's richest country? That's among the big questions that Peter Edelman tackles in his new book, So Rich, So Poor, Why It's So Hard to End Poverty in America. Edelman began working on the problem as a young advisor to Senator Robert F. Kennedy back in the 1960s. He also worked for President Bill Clinton and famously quit in protest when Clinton signed the 1996 welfare reform law. Peter Edelman spoke last night at the Kennedy Library. He joins us now. Welcome to Radio Boston. Great to have you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You have some figures in this book that are truly shocking and put the problem of poverty in perspective. And I wonder if you could just give me sort of your top 2 or 3 figures that I don't know, almost provide a wake-up call to what's going on out there.
3 numbers. One is about how many low-wage jobs we have in this country. And that means that 103 million people, a third of the American people, have incomes that are below twice the poverty line, below $44,000 for a family of 4. That's figure number 1. Figure number 2 is at the other end, 2 and 3. We now have 20.5 million people in what we call deep poverty, below half the poverty line, below $11,000 for a family of 4, and that's doubled over the last 35 years. And even more stunning, we have 6 million people whose only income is from food stamps. That means that they have an income, if they have a family of 3, of $6,000, a third of the poverty line.
Only food stamps. So that means they're not living on, they don't have any other cash income at all. What's the significance of that number? I mean, obviously, who can live on that money, but what's the significance of just food stamps?
The significance of that number is that we've torn a huge hole in our safety net for mothers and children in this country. The welfare law that was enacted in 1996 has proven to be of no help.